So Nike's back at it again, retroing some grails in a sense. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sneaker Circle. It is your boy Danny back with another video. And in today's video, we're gonna cover the latest quick strike from Nike, retouching an OG. So these are the 2002 Crepe Hemps. These are beautiful. These are great. They're a little bit different from the original pair in 2004, and I think Nike did that on purpose. I'm gonna get into all those details and let you know what I think about these. But let's just hop straight into the video. I haven't been with you guys in a while, so let's get straight into it. So similar to the Lemonades a couple years ago, I think in 2020, if I'm not mistaken, or 2019. These are Nike Air Max 1 PRM. These are kind of like a special project Nike does. Obviously, this being kind of a retro since it had already released before, but they completely changed a lot of what the materials were. So usually when you see a retro with like an Air Jordan, the Fire Red 3s that it just released or are gonna release. So kind of what you saw with the Fire Red 3s, they changed from the initial 2007 retro closer to the 89 retro. They changed things up. We're seeing that with these as well. So I saw this person post this picture on social media. I forgot where, I think Reddit, or Facebook Marketplace. Biggest details they've changed are the actual hemp material and the crepe sole directly. These are nice. I must admit, I'm gonna have to get a pair of these for my collection. These are a size 10 and I'm gonna need a 10.5. I will get into sizing and all of that, but for the most part, let's just get straight into this. So on the upper vamp of the shoe to the tongue and to the back, it is all a hemp material. Think of like a canvas bag almost. This is a lot lighter than the 2004 original pair. The original pair was a little bit darker. It looked more like a burlap. You might be thinking, oh, that's just something due to age. No, they originally looked like that on initial release day. One thing I like though is you get this canvas hemp right here, but then you get regular canvas. Like this is just hemp material, hemp woven, and you have actual canvas right here, so you can kind of see that difference. The rest of the shoe is followed by just standard nubuck when it comes to the shoe, and then hairy suede. It's an alright suede compared to, like, if I'm gonna compare this, it's gonna be really similar to what Casino gave us on their shoes. The nubuck is it's soft. I'll give it that it's soft. They also changed two important things. The original crepes didn't have a blue air bubble, at least that I'm remembering in this video right now. And they made this a little bit, it's almost lighter. So it's closer to like a Tiffany blue. It's a little bit darker on the original pair. So you get that same blue on the tongue and you get the same blue on the Nike Air Max. I've been seeing so many people switch soles, like laces out on these. And honestly, if or when I do get my size 10.5, because this is this one shoe of the year that I wasn't expecting. They could have saved this for March 2023 and I would have bought a pair, no questions asked. But right now it just came in a tricky month, and not being able to get a 10.5, like I know I can go out and get a pair. They're sitting at retail for most places. They're not a hard cop, but if you're an Air Max 1 fanatic, I think you need them, unless you have the 2004 pair. And even if you do have the 2004 pair and it's not wearable, perfect donor sole. The only issue is these are really high in retail, so $180 retail. For comparison, the Travis Scott Air Max 1s, they were $150. The Casinas, they were 140. I don't know. I think Casinas were also 150. For most part, even the collaborations have been 150. These are 180. I think it's just the materials that are being used. So we do have a crepe sole right at the bottom, the whole point of the shoe. This is also one of the biggest differences between the 2004 pair. So the 2004 pair had a lighter rubber material. So from what I remember back then, 2004 crepes, this would either crack or really wear down incredibly fast, even before the sole gave out. So a lot of people just couldn't wear their pairs after a while. You will find a lot of pairs with that issue. But for the pairs that were like kept in pristine condition, sole usually gives out first. And I must admit, I really like this like really, it's like a really hard rubber this time, this crepe. And I gotta admit, it just makes the shoe so much different. Now this is one shoe that is really plagued by Nike quality control issues. At this day and age, we can't be too surprised about that, you know? So here's a picture of a person who got two different crepes at 2 different locations in the UK. They look completely different. The brown is different, and that kind of sucks. So are you gonna go be someone who gets lucky with like the darker brown? Or are you gonna be someone who gets unlucky with the lighter brown? In person, these look a lot darker than when I saw them in pictures. So I don't know. I feel like unless you have both side by side, you can't really tell that difference. So I guess that's a positive. And then another thing is, since this is using a crepe sole, I guess they're sticking to what you see all this like crusty glue right here? I'm guessing it's because they're used to what the regular Nike rubber sole does. So putting these, you're gonna see a lot more glue issues along the sole, at least here. But even on the regular part, it's very noticeable. And this pairs directly from sneakers, so I don't know. Does sneakers get worse quality, or do the boutiques get worse quality? Who really knows? I think the biggest quality control flaw that I saw someone get, unfortunately, was their Nike Airs just not being balanced. So this Nike Air kind of leaning to the side, this Nike Air being perfect. Just having them side by side like that is terrible. So let's get into sizing a little bit. I was hearing in the grapevine that these felt kind of big because of the hemp. They don't have as much cushioning, that's for sure, but I feel like the hemp doesn't really give you any space. These are size 10, I threw them on. I could wear them loose, but I just don't like the way the toe box creases. So I'm still gonna go for a 10.5. I'm gonna wear tight like I do all my other Air Maxes. And I'm just not gonna suggest sizing down unless you have like a really narrow foot. If you have a wide foot or normal foot, just stick to your normal Air Max size. Don't go crazy with it. So that's probably gonna end this video. I really do like this pair, even if it sounds like I've been complaining about them. I like them. I really like them. This is probably like one of the most unexpected shoes this year for me. I'm gonna add these to maybe top 20 list, maybe top 15 list. I'm gonna throw these on feet, or my boy's gonna throw them on feet, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Be easy, be cheesy. That was cheesy. Bye.